Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. Tonight we are playing Riff's Ballad of Fates. There's only two games currently. There's this game, and tomorrow at 1 p.m. EST is Kingdom Hearts Dreams of Nobody. If you want to catch up on the games from this season, you can use the YouTube link in the chat or head over to Nerds with Dice on Twitter, and the link can be found using the bio. We have merch. So you can check that out via the link in the chat as well. And of course, that one is also in the bio. And last call for if anybody is interested in running a game this summer, you can of course use the link in the chat and the form there. And that one is also, you can find that also via Twitter.
All right. So hello everybody. Welcome to Riffs, where the world exploded into magic and science 300 years ago or so, and humanity is finding a way to live with others in some places and without them in others. All right. So the group has been on a mystic quest to find out what is and solve the thing that ties them all together. In this case, a literal forces of fate. And has brought them to Kid's hometown, where he had some interesting conversations with his mother. And they were joined by a DB named Starissa, who seems to be the key to the next major phase of what they need to do next. Or is she? Anyway, so go around and give your quick introductions. Peppermint.
Hi, I'm Nerdy Teddy, and I'll be playing Peppermint tonight, our nature mage / healer.
All right, and Starissa.
Hi, I'm Starissa. I'll be playing our DB Mystic Starissa tonight. I'm Kate, and I'm playing Starissa. I'm losing my mind, but hi.
You'll fit right in. All right, Kid.
Hello, everybody. I am Evan. I will be playing Krogahel Kid, a blacksmith who is very confused right now. There's a lot going on.
Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I play Freya, who is a human spy, but she's also a night bane, which means I also play Rohan, an 8-foot tall being with a 20-foot wingspan and a flaming sword.
Excellent. And Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting. I'm playing Greeks, a goblin-looking DB who talks to machines.
All right. So, last time the group had some conversations in and around the Zarian's trainer's old house. When suddenly, Starissa, you're sitting there. There's a lovely tea being served. And Kid is having some emotional stuff, and he needs to walk outside, and you want to go and comfort him, but a voice in your head says, "Come to the old cave. Now." And it is, you feel a calling.
Okay. Do I know where the old cave is? That's where we saw the old wizard, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who else is in the room with me?
Everybody else, but you kind of make excuses and start headed out.
Okay.
You are mystically compelled.
Okay.
There it is, level 5.
I mystically compel and go.
That's level 7. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So the spell rings in your head. You know exactly where to go, and limited form of temptation. Use the call. Must know the whole name. Well, this person has a way around that. Let's be within range. Check. Yes, you know exactly where to find him.
Okay.
And the closer you get to it, the quieter it gets in your head, because it starts to be like, this message will repeat. But as you start to get there, the effect is not punishing you. If you feel like if you were running the other way, it would keep getting louder.
Okay.
But you come to the old hermit, whose name I just was it Aiden? Aiden the Ancient.
Yes.
He says, well,
Why'd
you're
you
interesting.
summon me? I am?
Yes,
Why?
there's a thing.
There is? Where? And I
Kind of
examine
like-
myself.
Looks at you, and his eyes seem to be no longer have pupils, but stars.
Ooh, okay.
He radiates kind of a mystic power. And you feel untying around him a piece of mysticness, a piece of self. He is. You feel a lot of magic being expended.
Okay.
Because this is a thing you can kind of see. He's standing there, and suddenly he is mystic eyes and stars, and he is also a nexus of different things. A bunch of, like a conspiracy board that was a star that was a person.
Okay.
One of these conspiracy lines starts to unravel across, goes around most of his body, and it reaches out towards you. He says, "Put up the wrist."
Okay, is it gonna hurt?
Do it.
You didn't answer. I start slowly doing it cautiously.
As you start doing it, you get pulled a little more, and then, like a snake suddenly coming in, do you flinch back?
A little?
You flinch back. Actually, roll to dodge.
Okay. That's just a regular save, right?
Yeah, it's just a d20 plus your dodge.
Plus my dodge is plus 7, so that's 16.
16 is good. It kind of leashes past you a moment. He says, "There's nothing to fear. Now is the time you need this."
You promise?
Says nothing. A moment of silence hangs in the air.
You're kind of kid's friend. You said you were nice. I'm gonna trust you just because a kid. And I'll hold up my hand again.
You hold it out, and the thread, it feels like it's attacking in until it touches the bracelet, at which point it starts to wrap itself around it, layering in. Now, if anyone else was there, they wouldn't be able to see this. This is solely happening on an energy level. That piece is winding itself into some of the filigree in your, I want to say gauntlet, but bracer?
It's more of an armlet.
Armlet. And perfectly matching it as though it were an inlay that was there the whole time.
Okay.
You know the Runic Circle for teleport, and it is to a specific location. This is
Okay.
a very high-powered spell. It is basically going to be expensive to cast, but it sends you to another world. You can tell just by looking at the writing of it. It is an interdimensional thing,
Okay.
and it is only done needs to be done on a nexus or at a pyramid or other contained source of mystic focus.
And did we determine the town was at a minor ley line
The town
nexus?
the town has a very controlled nexus, a very, very small one.
But that wouldn't be enough, would it?
It might, but you're not sure. You might need a little more juice.
Okay.
Dimensional Rift Power Circle. So basically, you know, dimensional rift, power circle.
Okay.
It has words associated with it.
Cool.
Akba yin lokam yin kim narkmar.
I'm never going to remember that.
You don't need to. But it is cool little trivia that is the names of some things that are kind of important.
Cool.
In certain places. The name Kim Narkmar rings within you, as it is also the name of the leader of the god of dragons,
Okay.
the most powerful of the dragon gods, and something every dragon is a bit linked to in one way or another.
Okay.
Staring back at him, you see the old, because remember, he was an elf, I should say. He was an elf wearing, I think I said, kind of robes.
Yep.
And he looks old. He is old for an elf. And when you look back up after looking at your armlet, he looks much older. And goes, well, I guess that had to happen.
Thank you. Are you okay?
This is what it is.
That's a confusing answer.
The strings pull at us. We tie them, we untie them, we bind them, we unbind them, we wrap ourselves up in knots and others in our own little webs, and it gets heavy.
So does this help you?
The burden is no longer mine of carrying it.
So I'm helping you.
Stares off into the middle distance.
Do I need to know anything else?
I don't know.
Do you know who does?
No, I don't. And he laughs in a full-throated, laugh that seems like he's rusty at laughing.
I half-heartedly laugh with him. I don't get it.
You will.
Well, as long as I'm helping, and this helps us, right? Everybody, the group. It helps me help them.
This will enable them.
Now, do I understand where it takes me?
It takes
from
you
the
to
information?
it takes you to another plane. You were there for the conversations about the Garden of the Gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of get a feeling that this is the Stargate coordinates.
Okay.
That will get you somewhere near there.
Okay, this takes me to the garden. Right?
Should be close, unless things have shifted again.
Okay. No, that's great. That'll make everyone happy to know. Can I give you a hug?
No.
Please?
I will not hug you.
You don't have to. And I go up and I give him a big hug. Thank you. I give him a little peck on the cheek. You helped us a lot.
When you give him a little peck on the cheek, there is a mystic spark of still a powerful mage. And his eyes don't flare red. And he just kind of turns and walks into his cave, full of traps.
Bye.
You wave, I'm sure. He does not.
Okay. and I'll go skipping back to everybody else.
All right. In the meantime, you get a little lost on the way back for some reason. You thought it would be quicker to get back, but that apparently took longer than you thought. I believe we were still on the same day. Conversations were had about certain friends in Old Bones. Other things were discussed about the truth behind obligations and this town. And on the laptop was found a painting, a deleted digital painting of a battlefield. And Kid brought it to his mom, who cannot talk about it and seems to be afraid of it. That's where we pick up, and Starissa, you're free to enter the scene, basically not immediately, but like a second or two, a minute or two later, you know.
Okay.
So is that all that that my mom said? Is I can't say.
Yeah. I can't say. You're going to follow this, aren't you?
Yeah. All the way.
She puts her hammer down by like kind of just dropping it in a way that you've generally seen her put it down, but she just like lets go and it hits the floor with a solid, resounding thud. You know that the floor here is MDC material because it had to be. And the hammer does not move when it hits. It doesn't sway back and forth and level out. It just solidly pump.
Thor style.
Yeah. She turns and looks away at the back wall for a moment.
He starts to close the laptop and turn around, and because he thinks that she's not going to help him. I'll go find my answers somewhere else, I guess. Maybe this garden or whatever.
I don't have any money. That would be good there. What you have won't work.
Dude.
She turns around.
Will I need to get a cab?
You could hire a coachman if you wanted.
In the Garden of the Gods?
On the world of Palladium.
Oh. Right. Yeah, is there anything you can maybe I'll trade. I've been trading a lot of my pots and pans. I kind of ran out of money a while ago.
Barter will be useful.
Anything specific that I should maybe make or bring?
Horseshoes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Swords, armor.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that.
Your skills will be useful. Friend Greeks, it won't be as easy for you.
Why?
Oh, what do you mean?
Crossing dimensions has, I've heard of it called some kind of harmonics resonance or something, where it affects technology differently. In the same way that some places have high magic and some places have low, some places are more apt to technological advancements than others. I fear your pod won't be as useful as you'd like. It'd probably just be a real big bathtub. I don't think the truck could make it very far either.
Oh. Is there... do they have any replacement parts there that we can fix?
I mean, parts you could probably fashion or forge. It would take a long time. There aren't factories. There's not... The worlds didn't need technology.
Oh, is it all magic?
It's not all magic. A lot of it's just never advanced because magic caused it to. A lot of civilizations got reset a couple of times.
Oh. I thought they were just lazy and didn't want to build computers, but they got, like, nuked.
If only.
Okay. Worse than nuke. That's pretty bad. That's got to be pretty bad.
She opens her mouth but says nothing.
Maybe there's some way you can protect the technology.
I mean, there's some. I haven't been. I don't know. I haven't traveled back.
Back? So you were there? I understand if you can't.
There are people who travel who will know more.
Okay.
I don't think asking around in this place will be as helpful as you'd like, because we don't have many travelers that stay.
Here in Lockhenge?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, asking questions around here has not been helpful at all. But that's okay, because I have a heading and I have a lead. And
You don't have a way to get there.
I think we do. And I want to look at Starissa. She, like, teleports or something? And she was sent here specifically, and her bracelet. I just have a feeling there's something going on. I don't really know. I kind of am making all this shit up as we go.
I just grin real big. I have a secret.
That could be good or bad.
Your friend Aiden just gave us what we needed. He just showed me how to get there.
What?
But
Of course he did.
he showed me.
Talked to you and not me?
He was really sweet.
You. He is very nice.
And he said he had to do it. He had to release his burden. So I'm helping, and
Lucky
as
bastard.
part of my helping, he gave me a spell in the bracelet that I think can get us there, but I don't have enough power to do it.
Wait. He was able to give you power, or he gave you something in your bracelet. It was like a burden. It was whatever was hurting him in the town.
I didn't understand it that much. All I know is he wove magic into the bracelet, and now I know a spell.
And you could probably get us there?
I think so, but we need a lot of power, and I don't have it.
We could probably get you on a ley line, or we could go talk to
I think we'd need
the wizard. The guy.
We'd need a nexus, I think, a real big one.
Oh. Mom, do you know where there's a big nexus?
Detroit, don't go there.
Okay, Detroit sounds like might be where we can go.
Because it's surrounded by laser rifles pointing at the gate. It's called Demon Gate. Or Devil's Gate, I forget which one. I haven't kept up on it. Coalition's got it surrounded.
Aren't they kind of the same thing?
No.
Oh.
Perhaps Axis knows. We can find something in Dwemer.
You'd probably supply up in Dwemer in a way that would be helpful.
Do you know Axis, Mom? We were working with him.
No.
Okay.
You've told me he's a mage?
Yeah, he's a powerful mage. He screams a lot. He wears a big weird helmet.
Mages are weird.
He is weird. He's a weird guy. But he knows a lot of stuff.
That's why you have to deal with them, I guess.
Have you ever
Right.
met an angel?
I mean, I've met winged things.
This angel could put water in people's lungs.
Hold on. She has been places and been around a bit. Because, I don't know, sounds like a water elementalist. I don't know. Some water warlocks could probably do that, but I don't.
Freya, do you think... Am I allowed to mention the...
Voguing?
No. Freya knows what I'm talking about, maybe. The
Box.
BOX? Yes. The
Yes.
box. Oh, my mom can
Yes.
spell. I don't know why I
Yeah.
thought that would work.
I was about ready. I knew what you were saying. The boxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I swear I only dropped him a couple of times.
But I did make the same sound as that hammer. So we I don't know if you would know anything about this, Mom, because you're pretty like worldly knowledgeable and you know a bunch of stuff and you're really smart. Even though you won't tell me anything.
The last one's debatable.
Somewhere down his dad heard that one. Nice. But all of us, there was a box that broke open. Zarian was after this box. I can't believe I didn't mention this at dinner, but I guess just so much going on. But Zarian was after this box, some kind of special box, and it broke, and a bunch of ghosts flew through us, and now we're like connected by something. And when we talked to the wizard, he said, "It's the strings of fate," or something. I don't really know what he meant by that. But do you know anything about that and why Zarian, who is, as I said before, working for very, very bad things, why he might want that?
Did you say that? Wait, go back to what happened. Box opened.
Box open. Ghosts flew through us. Or
Actual
whatever.
ghost. More like aspects of energy. Exaxis says these boxes are possibility.
And connection. Something to do with...
Potential.
Yeah. And they had like a little gem on them. They're like really hard to figure out and really hard to open. Actually, how the one even broke is like beyond me because the other ones are like you can't even
I don't know about the boxes, but what you said sounds like something that would be related to what Zarian.
Is it related to what's going on with you and this whole mum's the word, I can't say anything thing going on?
I'll show her a picture of the design on the box. See if she recognizes it.
I haven't seen any of these. I've seen a billion boxes.
Do you know what this magic is that we're talking about?
No, but if it can break bindings or reforge bindings. I can't connect it.
Bindings.
Does he want to be disconnected from this town?
He is.
There it is. Yeah.
But that would make sense. We didn't know that.
Is there any... Oh, you can't tell me.
I sheepishly hold up my hand. Kid's mom?
Yes, love.
Is there stuff you would like to tell us that you can't? That you would love us to know, but you're unable to tell us?
There's stuff I wish you didn't know.
No, that
and
doesn't
won't
help.
ever know.
Okay. Well, if you don't tell us, we won't ever know. But
that's not true.
Is there stuff that that you'd want us to know that you can't tell us?
More than anything, I want my son to be safe.
Well, I'm asking, I can kind of read minds. Is there a way I could read your mind and you could kind of think it?
I mean, you can try.
Just be careful, Starissa, because whatever this is powerful enough to hold even
I
the
actually,
age in the tower.
you know, hold on. I don't know. I don't know what will happen if you try.
Well, we could try.
I don't know much about magic and brain reading and stuff, but Peppermint, maybe you should like stand by with like one of those heart needles.
So I'll activate telepathy and try to read her surface thoughts.
Trying to read her surface thoughts, you find an absolute storm of emotions. And it's roiling. It's hard to keep up and get clear bits. A lot of it is just fear of losing her son. A lot of it is kind of a sad resignment that he's gonna go again. And you also see just a absolute glowing wall. And behind it, you feel a strong, just like... You can feel that there are things that want to come out, but there is something literally holding those back. Well, not literally. This is all figurative. There's a lot, and that's just in her surface thoughts. Are you able, and do you attempt to go deeper?
Let me look at. I'd have to look up telepathy real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, race, yeah. Manipulate objects. Nope, those are spells. Scissor. No, it's a minor, I believe.
Yeah.
There we go. See aura. Telepathy. Eavesdrop on a person. Limited telepathy communication is possible. A deep probe into memory is not possible. That
Okay.
would be a bigger psychic power.
Okay.
That I don't know that you have access to.
Nope. Not at this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what it really is that could just like... Oh, mind bond. Each will learn everything there is to know about each other. Ooh. It's a hell of a power.
Yeah.
No matter what Star Trek 2 tells you. Anyway, you can see that there's a lot of emotions going on. Her brain moves very quickly and in a very kind of like marching, structured thing, but there's several languages flying around in her head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
You kind of get the impression in her head that this is someone who can speak in magic.
Okay.
But you have seen no sign of that before now.
Okay. I back off. I'm like, no, I couldn't get in there.
God. Oh, that hurt.
I'm sorry.
No, you did what you needed to do, and I let you do it. It can't have been fun.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
Are you guys okay?
I'm okay. Your mom's hurt, though. I didn't think it would
I'm
hurt
not
her.
hurt. Please, you can't.
Does she look hurt?
She looks like she's got a migraine.
Do you want me to get you some tea? Some sleepy time tea for
Yeah.
for your head?
Yeah. Dude.
Okay. I'm gonna go get that. And I go and make some, or I have good cooking. I'll make some tea.
All right. So while you're doing that, she's there with the rest of your group.
While Starissa was doing that, I want to use Clairvoyance and focus on the event depicted in the painting.
Now here's okay.
Just to like eliminate, like if this thing is something that happened in the past, then the Clairvoyance wouldn't tell me anything. So then,
Well,
like,
you might still get some psychic impression. So go ahead and use it.
Okay. I got a 9.
Oh, of course you did. So you see yourself, you, the person, Greeks, standing looking down up on the edges of a battlefield. And there are bodies everywhere, but the fighting is still going on. There's not a single piece of technology here. Only you would notice that this is, you would notice like no one has any technology whatsoever on them that you consider technology. This is you see dwarves on one side running up against an army led by elves. And behind you, you feel something touch your shoulder gently. You can't really turn your head because you can only see the battlefield in front of you. Basically, what you're doing is tuning into that moment that Winra made that connection. If you hadn't rolled under 10, you wouldn't have gotten like anything. Well, you would have gotten something, but you wouldn't have gotten like nearly as much. The hand that touches your shoulder is a massive claw. And it's comforting, and it says, soon. Or never. It's up to you. And then the whole thing shatters. It literally falls apart as though someone hit a glass pane with a hammer.
The laptop?
No, the vision.
Oh,
Yeah.
Greeks was not actively connected. Well, Greeks was kind of actively connected to the laptop at the moment. So, yeah, there's going to be something with the picture has gone wrong. It's less clear than it was before. The file is a bit corrupted. But nothing catastrophic happens to the laptop.
Okay. Well, I'll pull the others to the side and tell them what happened. Wow. I don't want the kid's mom to hear.
Yeah. While you do that, she goes and is busying herself putting together like a package of things from the workshop. She like moves one of her workbenches aside with relative ease. And pulls out a little box from behind a hole in the wall. She pulls something out of it and then puts the box back and then wraps it all up.
So Greeks, you told us what you saw?
Yeah.
So does that mean you saw a memory, or could something have actually contacted you? I'm not sure how your thing works.
I'm not sure how a thing works either. It's it's more of a
Okay.
it's more of a possible future than a memory. Maybe I can affect this somehow. I don't know.
All right. Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's yeah, whenever you're ready, kid. I think your mom, you and your mom have
While
some words.
Kid is still doing that, she packs up this
Yeah.
thing, says, looks over at the groom, says, "Well, keep him safe. If you can, get him back to me. Also, try not to die. Palladium's... it's something."
Oh, thank you for your help. And I'll do my best to bring him back alive.
I know.
Can I hug you?
Yeah, come here, dear.
Okay. I give her a hug.
And she gives you like a big, strong hug. She is very strong, but is like not crushing you.
Okay.
And she's shorter than you, though. I know you're not tall. She's like what, 4'9", maybe 4'10".
However tall dwarves are.
Yeah, so she's about kid's height, but a little less.
And I lean down and I whisper a little something to her.
She pats you on the back. And...
The Greeks raises their flask to not dying.
She pulls out her own and gives a dwarven she gives a dwarven toast to you as well. No, she wouldn't say that one. I'm sorry. The only one I know off the top of my head she wouldn't agree with. She says, to coming back to where you find yourself at peace.
All right, Mama, I got your tea. Why are you drinking that? You have a headache. That's not going to help.
It will.
No, drink this. Don't, no. Stop that.
Okay, Mom.
Also, isn't it like 10 in the morning? Like, didn't we just have breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so unhealthy for you.
Please, this is only vodka.
That's not good. What, as opposed to what? Jet engine fuel? In a pinch?
Freya just looks at Kid and is just like, I can't believe we're basically the same age.
Hmm?
How? Anyway, I think we should probably get going.
Oh, this morning I was thinking, and I made a thing. Peppermint,
Yes.
what's your horse's name?
Buckthorn.
Okay, give me a moment. She goes back, comes up, and with her hammer, the forge heats, puts 2 horseshoes on it, and hits them with her hammer basically once. Each. Does not deform them. Pulls, she's got gloves. Pulls gloves, or pulls out the tongs, dunks them in the bucket. There's the huge sizzle of something being forged. Starissa, when she hit them with her hammer, something magic happened.
Okay.
It was... She like blows it off, waves it around, cools it down. She goes, these will go on easy. They won't hurt. And we'll make it move for a good long time. These are special horseshoes. It's an old trick I learned. Relatively simple. So, just put him on your horse. Doesn't make your horse fly, but can run like hell and for a long time.
Okay, thank you.
Now, if you want to pay me back, there's a little garden I let go to weed. If you can just, I don't know, do something with it. My next plan was to light it on fire, but that's a bad plan.
You've done that so many times, though.
I
There's only
know.
so many times you can keep doing that.
I mean,
Just
it's
a
not
waste of good seeds.
it's not bad for the soil, but
Bad for my mood.
Yeah.
perhaps with a little time I can do something.
It's like 2 garden boxes of herb, like lettuce and spinach, onions that were planted and took over, and a couple of weeds that basically any invasive weed, and plenty of dandelions. It's not a dandelion farm, but it's more dandelion than grass.
For some reason, Barrock just knows absolutely not to touch it. Like, he eats everything else, but he just won't eat that.
No, he doesn't go near the garden.
He doesn't go near it. Like, he knows damn well.
If we have some time, Peppermint will take some time to clean it up quickly.
Yeah, you can do a lot with knowing what you're doing. You just basically, well, you shouldn't be letting this grow here. This will choke out all the other shit. You don't have to roll a gardening check. You're good enough. I know you could, but anyway.
We all might need some horses if this place we're going to, our vehicles won't work.
Would I understand enough about the spell to know how many people I can
It is a
move?
duration more so than number of people.
Okay.
It is I think I'll give you a 3-minute duration on it.
Okay.
So it's not forever, but you could move at least the group through without it much trouble.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Fun stuff. Circles. All right. Anyway. She looks over at Greeks and claps them on the shoulder and goes, "Well, bud, I think if it's basically on your person, you should be fine. I saw a couple of people with what we used to call gray wands that shot red and made a pew sound.
What?
I now know that they are lasers and not magic wands.
Oh.
What I'm saying is you're probably going to have to watch your ammo. No one's going to be able to recharge an E-clip there. I mean, unless you know how.
We've made do without a whole lot of shooting, actually, for the most part. I mean, I have my hammer, and there's another thing.
I got an axe.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mom, before we, start packing it in and everything, if Aiden was able to put the burden onto Starissa, can you put the burden of your knowledge onto me? Can you transfer it somehow? Can I take that from you?
Listen. No. No.
That was a weird way of saying no, though.
Listen,
it makes
no.
me think that you can do that.
Even if I could, I don't know how, and I wouldn't.
Well, maybe Aiden can. Do you want to come up with me to the cave and see if he can maybe transfer all the, and then maybe I'll have all the pieces of the puzzle that I'll need?
I don't think he can do
This-
that again today. He
Oh.
looked really tired after he did it.
He's always sleepy.
Well, he's old.
He's very old, yeah. But I mean, think about it. If the old people of the town, you know, you got to pass on this, whatever this is, to the next generation, the people who are young and who can take it. I'm not calling you old, but I am saying maybe as time goes on, you're not getting younger, and maybe you got to pass.
This dies with me.
All right, okay. Well, that was stubborn.
She says that with an intensity of like that the worst you ever fucked up.
Ooh.
She says it with a absolution in her voice.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to figure this out. And if there's anything I can do to help you and maybe help whatever's going on with that, I'm going to do it.
I love you.
Oh, I love you
And
too, Mom.
all right. I have a little package that might help you.
Oh, that's great.
So she pulls out that little package she made. She opens it up, and laid out in there are 10 perfect square nails. And what look to be 2 rubies.
What are the nails? What do you mean? What did
I
they look
can't-
like? You said they're squared or something?
They're perfectly like a square nail. Like you know how back in the day nails used to be square before automation made them round
Oh, I did
Yeah.
not know that.
because it was easier to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned that in a museum. They look perfect, like a perfect gray iron. And they just feel like heavy iron nails.
Okay.
She goes, "You have silver on you, right?"
Probably. I probably have it as a material somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
You remember the rules for fairies?
Don't eat their stuff. And don't say yes to anything. And don't kill them because there are more of them and they can bend reality?
I mean, it's close enough. You might need to say yes to them if you have to. Sometimes
Okay.
that's the easiest. Whatever, you'll find out.
Always take them up on an offer to dance.
Now you're just joking.
Yes.
I get it. She drops the moment like a lead balloon. Because that is what she does.
Yep. Okay, so I'll take these. And do fairies want this?
It's money.
Okay.
Well, the nails are different. Look at them again once you're there.
Okay. Freya, I might need you to haggle with fairies because I'm not sure how much this is.
Don't do that. Don't haggle with fairies.
No, here, no.
Why?
It's just don't trade with
You
fairies.
always
There are
told
people
me,
around.
Business 101, you haggle for the best price. You've told
Yes.
that, you drilled that into my head. Never
Yeah.
accept the first offer, always make sure that you get the best price.
Absolutely.
Right, so how is this different?
Because
You gave
you
me
are
money.
assuming fairies are involved?
Are they not rational?
Yes.
Oh.
We'll put it that way.
Oh,
If
okay.
you see a fairy running a shop, most likely it like ate the owner or something.
Yeah, they eat people?
Some, I guess. I don't know. I'm just.
Hmm.
Why would you
Are
be
there,
trading with
like-
fairies?
Hey, Mom, are tooth fairies real, and do they do that? Do they actually do that? Do they take your teeth and eat them and give you money?
That was an old myth.
Was Dad just pulling my leg with that, where he said that they were eating my teeth and he was giving me money?
That was on him. I thought it was ridiculous.
Okay. It was horrifying.
I mean, the tooth eaters are not givers.
There are things that eat your teeth.
Yes.
Why?
So
Why would
anyway.
they even do that?
Anyway,
Do they eat your other bones? Aren't teeth made out of the same thing your hair is made out of? That's not true. I think it's,
Where's
What?
my?
I think it's fingernails. I don't think it's teeth.
It is finger.
Well, this is great. Thanks for the
where's my
money.
conversion book?
The fairy money for fairies.
It's not fairy money. It's not for fairies. It's just money.
it's money for the place we're going for.
Okay.
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 I
So
have
don't
coins.
haggle with fairies, but haggle with anybody else I find there.
God, yes.
Okay, done deal. Nah, they're speaking our language. Okay, so they don't take like normal credits or anything.
No.
Okay.
She just puts her hand on
Credits
him.
will be useless there.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, then we're prepped. I have some pots and pans that I could maybe
Oh,
hot
God.
walk. Maybe we can,
I do not envy the rest of you.
and we're good. I think we are as prepared as we're gonna be.
Go to Dormer, ask people who would know more.
We can ask Exaxis maybe, or we can ask what's Exaxis Wolf's assistant's name?
Helix.
Helix seems like. Wait.
I'm waiting for you to start talking.
You will hold the horses. My brain. 2 seconds. The Cold Riders? Is that where they were from?
What do you mean, the Cold Riders?
The Cold Riders. We met a group called the Cold Riders, and they came barreling out of a thing.
Yeah.
One of them was a coyote, and
A wolf.
were they coming out of Palladium?
They talked about the land of the dead. Do you bring that up?
If he remembers it, yeah. Yeah, they were bringing us a thing. It was to help us out. Oh, that's where they got the name. I think that's where they got the name of the dragon god. And they came from the land of the dead. Oh, that's right. My mom told me that her homeworld was fucking Palladium. I wrote
Yeah,
it down.
I was gonna say. I thought I told you.
Right. I need to fucking read my stupid notes. Yeah, they came from the land of the dead. Do you know them, Mom? The Cold Riders? There's like, one of them was a dwarf. His name was Gray, and he's from Orc Smash Keep. Not sure what that is. One was a sorceress. Her name was Saeed. And then there was like a dog man. Nope, not a dog boy. He was like a coyote.
Coil.
Yeah, Coil. But his name was Zimmer. And then one of them was dead. And then one of them was named Fibby.
I'm trying to remember some stuff
Fibby Leaf
about
Shadow.
the origin of the Land of the Dead.
They were really nice.
Oh, no, the Land of the Dead happened during the fight against the Old One, I believe. So she goes, yeah, the Land of the Dead is a forsaken place that no one should ever go.
Well, I don't think we need to go there.
For a reason.
Okay. Jesus. Well, luckily, I think this group adventured there for us and brought us back the name of a dragon god that I get to go have a conversation with, which is cool.
Yeah. Cool.
I think I said his name before.
Who'd you say was from Orc Smash Keep?
Yeah, this is the
it-
first time the rest of the group has heard you talk about the Cold Riders.
I mean, oh, you guys weren't there. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's when I was because I helped Exaxis make some huge horrible sword that was like made from like, I don't know, liquid or something. Might be dragon's blood now that I'm thinking about
Stop
it. because-
talking.
Okay, and so I met a whole group of people, and one of them's name was Gray, and he was a dwarf, and he was from Orc Smash Keep. So I met this whole team, came out of like a portal, and they were really beat up, and one of them died, and they were all very sad. But they were able to get me the name somehow. But they looked really strong, and that place did a number on them. They looked like they all got hit by several cars.
There are no cars in the land of the dead.
Then I don't even know what hit them that hard, but that makes me worried.
There are no cars on Palladium.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, but I mean, so it's possible people make it through there. And now we have money, so we're good. I think we're ready to go.
Do you happen to know how to catch gremlins?
I forgot about the fucking
Oh,
That's what we're gonna need to get info from Exactus. Shit, that's a good
oh yeah.
good one, actually.
Well, I mean, actually,
He doesn't do shit for free. You always gotta
That's
give him
true.
something.
I mean, we've
Not
gotten
really.
him the horns, but
Or do you
Well,
have
that's all
something
right.
that's like
Gremlins weren't much of a thing.
I know we need to go along a highway.
Yeah. We gotta go catch gremlins for a wizard.
Actually, I think gremlins were a thing, but they were, I don't know. Not for me, they weren't.
I mean, we have given him the horns at least, so I
Mhm.
think we'll get something.
But didn't we already get something for the horns?
Would lore, demons, and monsters allow me to know anything of the gremlins?
Absolutely, and fairies and creatures of magic, if that's separate, whichever is higher.
Okay.
Because they kind of cover both worlds.
Wow, 6.
Okay. Oh, gremlins. Yeah. Gremlins are little beasts, little fairies that love to just go in and mess with mechanical things. And the way you catch them is by tricking them into a small contained place that you then do something to. Where are they? What book are they in?
Like they think they're getting into some sort of mechanical thing, but it's actually a trap.
Gremlin traps. You've heard of gremlin bells. Back when the earth was less magical, people would put little bells on things like motorcycles to, instead of messing with your bike, the gremlin would go in the bell. Version book 2, where's my conversion book? 3. That's not what I need. But yeah, so there's that. Oh, there it is. Gremlins love things like motorcyclists. Quick find. Gargoyles goes.
They might like my truck or Greeks' bubble.
Yeah. And all we need is a container that we can sneak, surprise them or trap them in. We have lots
Did you
of
guys
technology.
get one?
What, a gremlin?
No, a thing that would work as a gremlin trap. I don't remember if you were.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
so.
we don't have anything specific for that yet.
Okay.
We haven't touched the gremlin side quest yet at all.
It was
Right
just
at the
there if you
beginning.
wanted it. Yeah.
I just know we got him the horns. We really haven't cashed in anything for the horns, but if we really wanted some more information about things and especially access to a nexus, I think having some gremlins might help.
Do you think? Can we ask him right now? Can we get in touch with Exactus and ask him? If he can just do that for us? Because we're cool.
No.
He's kind of our friend now.
Mhm. That's stretching. It could.
Okay, all right.
he-
Felix
he
is our friend.
I mean, I don't know.
tolerates us.
I mean, can we call him? Does he have a communicator?
We
No.
could probably contact.
I mean,
Felix.
yes, but not that you have the number of.
Okay.
There it is, 91. Page 91. All right, so what you know about gremlins is they're sometimes called techno-terrors. Slobbering little humanoid monsters with a cruel streak a mile wide. Some
man.
minor psychic powers that they use to F with machinery. Gremlins will cause trouble and mayhem at the same location as long as they feel they won't get caught and there's enough mischief to keep them amused. You know this, Starissa, that gremlins are kind of, when they are getting away with things, they settle in. And they are extremely uncommon.
Okay.
And they are psychic. Let's see. Enemies. All beings who use machinery are enemies, playthings, and targets.
Oh, I really don't like these things.
They're just assholes. That's it. They just like to fuck with your shit.
Yeah, they tend to operate in small groups. They may work for evil things, but they can be a nightmare if you get a small group of them in the high-tech parts of the world.
I kind of love that. Like, imagine a very high-tech city, and the whole city goes on lockdown because, like, 6 gremlins got in. Oh, we got gremlins! Fuck! All the lights are going off with sparks and shit. These little fuckers!
Don't feed them after midnight.
Oh my god, please let that be a thing.
No, they're not. They're not the gremlins from
Those are
Ballad.
different gremlins.
They actually look similar, but these ones have less personality.
Still one of the best Christmas movies ever.
She says, "Well, I don't know about gremlins, but you know they are magic. They are MDC creatures in this world."
Nice. Are they on our way back? Is that highway on our way back to?
Not really. But you
Oh.
might be able to find or contact someone who knows more about technology that is more connected to a large number of people. Someone who has some kind of shadow network.
Ooh, our weird spy friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mom, we met a bunch of criminals. One of them put a bunch of water in a guy's lungs. But they're our friends, I think.
Didn't you just say an angel did that?
Yeah, same guy. He looked like a mix between wizard and those old statues of the Jeebus man that they worshipped in olden times.
Didn't look like a seahorse.
No.
Nope, not that. I'm pretty sure I'd remember.
All right, then I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. We met an angel who put water in a guy's lungs. We met a...
Anything that calls itself an angel, I found, is probably either a liar or not worth calling a liar.
Oh.
Okay.
He seems pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's why you don't call him a liar.
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's not worth the fight.
You know what, actually? I don't know how much you know about this, but calling back to the whole box thing, a lot of the people that we met in this secret organization were, like, in some way connected to us, except for me, I think. But everybody, all my friends had, like, a connection. They all, like, knew somebody in there. Just a neat little thing there, you know, connections and strings of fate and, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
I think that's neat. I just think that's cool. It's probably important somehow, but I just don't know how.
All right. Well,
We
Oh,
call
and-
him with this phone, and I'm gonna show her the weird old phone. Isn't that cool?
Sure.
You don't have the phone.
I don't.
No, he has one as well,
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got
unless
one,
you
right?
took his.
I thought
They
Freya
gave-
took it. I thought Freya took his.
I kind of like that idea. We
Yeah.
call them all these cool phones. Oh no, you guys! I lost mine.
don't worry. I have it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, there's that. Oh, and if anyone comes around speaking about the Church of Midnight, ignore them or kill them. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
sure
that
they
sounds
do
like
not-
a pyramid scheme. but not in like a magical way.
It's worse. Also, I said this before and you looked at me like I was a goof, but please break any like person-sized mirrors. Just break them. Can you do that for me, please, Mom? I know that you're looking at me like I don't know.
Fine, I'll break any mirror in my place.
Break everybody's mirrors.
No, just
Everyone
if
in
they're too
town.
big.
How do you think that's gonna fly?
If you tell them that I said it and it's for the safety of the town.
then they're going to want more details.
It's only the biggest mirrors. It's not every mirror. If you have a normal size mirror, it's fine, I think. Freya, is that okay?
This, like small
I mean,
bathroom vanity.
some
thing.
things can still crawl through a normal size mirror.
Well,
Shit, you're right. Put bars on all the mirrors. Bar and lock all the mirrors.
it's just the things that Sarian are in league with can
Crawl through.
travel through various means, one of them being mirrors.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
So we are afraid that Sarian could come in here
when
through a mirror.
when he attacked the town, they came in just like over the ridge, but
Well, he attacked the town with like wolf people
yeah,
or werewolf people.
they were a specific thing. But you don't know what they were because you're you. Yeah, they were hardy werewolves pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, these are no longer hardy werewolves. There's something else.
And there's a lot of them.
And he has traveled to the world that they're from.
Oh, and if weird people, Frey already said that, but if people in the town start acting strange, maybe don't ignore it like you usually do. Maybe look into it a little bit because they might have been replaced. This is what we've been dealing with, Mom. I can't even go into details. I can't even tell you the bigger part of it, which is killing me right now.
Yeah,
But
isn't it?
yeah, this sucks. I hate this. It's almost like a communication thing. This is like, this is brutal. This is rough.
Fine.
Okay, thank you. Just be careful. But I'm fine. Because I've been on all these adventures. I only lost one tooth, so I'm doing pretty good. Okay. We should probably start getting ready to go.
Yeah.
She's getting grumpy and make sure you drink the rest of this tea. Okay. All right, well, I love you, Mom. I'm going to go say goodbye to Dad and I'm going to start packing some stuff.
She hugs you. And it is tighter than you remember. And then she lets go of you.
Are you okay?
What is the thing I heard? Buy the ticket, take the ride. I bought the ticket a long time ago.
I don't understand what that means. Is that like you saying, no, you're not okay, but you're not going to do anything about it?
Kid, I think she's done all she could, and she has accepted.
Don't make excuses for me. I don't need that.
Okay.
I think you've done everything you can. I think you did a great job.
I'm not some soft gnome.
All right. Well, we didn't have to get racist, Mom. Oh, Mom. Every once in a while, she gets a bad headache, and out it comes.
Oh, well,
That one gnome family just hates them.
okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, if we stay any longer, we're gonna have to start drinking again.
I did not realize dwarven goodbyes took 30 minutes.
They don't.
It's just, I'm half human, and I love my
It's
mom.
the human side.
It's the
Blame
We're gonna.
blame him. And she points back towards the house.
He's outside with like one of those big stupid hats, and in like dad shorts, and he's just like, "What a beautiful day!" Like, Saturdays are made for dads.
You hear a lawnmower start up.
He goes,
He is lawn mowing in boots and shorts.
God, that's me, actually. Bizarre. Not a dad, but oh boy. Well,
yes.
we're gonna go, but I'm gonna be safe, okay? And I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna bring Zarian and Wenra with me, and I'm gonna fix this. Okay. I love you. Goodbye. And I exit the home. So what's our next move, guys?
Actually, as the rest of you are leaving, she grabs Freya on the shoulder real quick and says, "Let's hug." And it's like the most awkward thing.
sure.
As you hug, she kind of whispers into your ear, "Zarian shouldn't come back."
Always trying to kill people. Just gotta stop doing that.
And then Freya goes, by any means necessary.
It'll be the only way to keep my son alive, probably.
Okay.
Knowing him. You've never seen your mom hug anyone else for this long?
I'm not only super suspicious, I'm a little pissed off. Because how the fuck I bring my new friends, Aiden gives sweet secrets, fucking powerful secrets, and all he's ever said is like 6 words to me and eats the muffins that I bring him. And then my mom's giving Freya a big hug? What the fuck? What is that? Kids outside like this. Freya, we gotta go.
Greeks, she tosses you a hand crank one of those hand crank power radio portable charger things.
Oh.
And she says, "That'll probably work over there. If you need some, juice for your stuff. I don't know what you do."
Thank you.
Electricity's still electricity. Sarissa, nice meeting you. Thanks for the lovely chat. You can tell that she's looking at Sarissa and specifically staring at the armlet and not saying anything. It's an awkward moment that sits there. And, she gives a greeting to Peppermint and travel well.
Thank you.
All right. So, is there anything else you want to start doing?
Before we leave town, there's just one quick stop that I need to make, but I think we just need to decide what our next move is going to be.
I think like as soon as they get outside, Peppermint's gonna like bop Kid on the shoulder with her staff and be like, "Don't call my sister a criminal."
I'm pretty sure you called your sister a criminal, if I'm not mistaken, right? I'm sorry, I thought that was the whole vibe. They're like secret evil spies or something.
Oh God, you just.
Well, they weren't evil, right?
Okay,
Except
you know what?
the guy that drowned the guy.
Just Let us handle it, okay?
I don't
kid?
actually think that your sister's a criminal. I think she was really cool. But she did. I'm pretty sure you said that she stole a bunch of stuff, didn't she? I think that's what criminals do.
Yeah, kid,
I'm pretty
just
sure that's the same
stop
thing.
talking.
Okay. Do you want me to call her and apologize?
No, I don't want you to call her.
Call her on the. Where's
Just-
my
no.
phone?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
have it.
check.
Yeah. Okay. Freya
what
does
are-
look at Freya does look at Peppermint. Do you think she would know how to get a gremlin?
She does ride a motorcycle, doesn't she?
I mean, the ways she would know how to get a gremlin are. I mean, she probably could get a gremlin,
Let's get her on the phone.
but it would cost a lot.
Yeah. Anyway,
What?
let's put that on the shelf.
She's your sister. She can't charge you that much.
Yes, but
Gremlin
black
shop?
market vendors don't care what.
No,
Now,
they
here's-
don't.
there is a difference between buying a gremlin and buying information about the whereabouts of a gremlin.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Or maybe she wants to come and help us catch one. It could be a good bonding experience for you guys. But you haven't seen her in a while. That might be good. We have to go to Old Bones at some point anyway, right? To go punch that guy in the face. They'd be like, "How's that guy doing? Is he dead? What's going on?"
Okay. All right. Let's Yeah, are we done? Are we done in Lockhinge? What a city.
Yeah.
Look at.
Yeah. I just have to make one more stop, and I tap the laptop. Do we still need this? We want to keep it. Let's keep it just in case. I put it
Yeah.
in my bag, and I go to Wenra's parents' house.
Yeah.
But I think I'll hold off on what he says to them. He wants to go in alone, though. No, I just want to go talk to them kind of by myself. And then he comes out after a little while, and then I can go to that scene at a different
Yeah,
time.
we can do that actually. I was thinking maybe we take our short break now.
Yeah.
That scene might have things happen in it.
Oh, okay, sure. Cool beans.
Okay.
There is further information in this town, but that's always going to be true. All right, so hope to be back in 10 minutes or so, and get up, stretch, move around, be a human.
Sounds good.
Ever.
Yeah, we'll enjoy the art and the music, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Riff's Ballad Fades.
All right. So the group was having a conversation with Kid's mom, which continued to be partially unfulfilling for Kid. And some information and items were given out. Starissa became the possessor of a certain magical spell. And Kid decided he needed to go talk to Winra's parents.
I'm gonna just knock on the door.
They answered. They're home listening to. They love old radio plays,
Okay. Cool.
and especially the podcast era is one of their favorites.
What podcast are they listening to?
They are listening to Serial again.
I
It's a true crime podcast
Oh, cool.
from before the world ended. There's also they also love listening to things like Sparks Nevada, Marshall on Mars,
Nice.
and
yeah, that was my favorite.
and The Beacon, which is a podcast out of somewhere down south.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of like a semi-current events podcast, but they don't listen to that one very loud.
Yeah, because it's probably pretty depressing sometimes.
But we met your friend Freya. She was very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pretty great. My whole group is really, really great people. Could I come in?
Sure.
Okay.
Honey, and the husband goes to the wife who's y'all put the kettle on.
Well, you don't have to make tea. I won't be that long. I wanted to see how you guys are doing.
It's hard when you lose someone.
Well, she's not gone. I found her.
That's good to know.
Yeah. I found her and Zarian. I just wanted you to know that she is alive. And I'm not. I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna bring them both back.
Why? He attacked us.
I know. I think something happened to him. I think
Something happens to everybody. Doesn't mean they attack your hometown. Kidnap somebody.
I know, but something gave me pause. I think Zarian is in his right mind, but Wenra wasn't trying to stop him and protected him when we found him. So I have a feeling that she might know something that I don't. Maybe she knows of some way that she can stop this. I just need to get to her and speak to her just long enough to figure out what's going on. We didn't really have time because there was this whole tunnel collapsing thing, but the next time I find them, I think I just need to talk to her. Try to figure this out.
Well, ever since she was given to us, we've been gifted with having her in our lives. And if you bring our daughter back, that would mean the world to us.
I'm going to do everything that I can to bring her back home. while I'm here, we're trying to figure something out. This town, we're having a kind of a hard time. There seems to be some sort of secret that no one can tell us, but I think Wenra got a glimpse of it. Did she tell you anything? Anything strange, anything out of the ordinary, maybe about strange dreams or visions?
I mean, every child has dreams. She had some power. We never nailed down exactly what, but, you know, at some point, even though you see them every day, they stop telling you everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's nothing that you guys know about that's anything that you can tell me. It's okay if you don't.
I don't, like... Well, this town is... When we found it, we fell in love with it. And then when they made the offer, we decided to stay and raise Renra here.
They made you an offer?
Yeah, I mean, they were looking for a nice couple to help. And we took her in.
Like help, like farm or...
No, to raise Wenra.
You adopted her?
Yes.
Did I know this, Kevin?
It had never been mentioned to you.
I thought you were her.
We're her parents, yes, but...
Well, I know you're her parents, hell yeah, but I didn't know that she wasn't your like natural child, biological, whatever the word is.
We don't. Yeah, well.
Do you know anything about her parents?
No.
Who gave her to you?
Well, it was your mom and the weirdo in the woods and the wizard.
Council?
Yeah.
So you were hired to take her in?
No, we weren't hired. We were looking to have a child, and it wasn't happening, and there was this beautiful baby that needed help, and it's a nice town, and there's enough to do to make money here, and the community treated us very nicely, and we like it.
Okay. No idea where she came from?
Listen, where she came from doesn't matter to us. It's who she is that matters to us. And if she's not safe, and you can help make her safe, I don't know. We just figured she was another war orphan. I mean, or a monster. We didn't really ask for the story. They didn't seem to want to offer it, so.
Okay.
When she got her powers, they had a bit of a conversation about it, but then they kind of calmed down about it.
Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter right now. I'm sure I'll figure out whatever's going on in this town, but just so you know, whatever is happening, whatever the council, whatever they're not telling me, has something to do with why Zarian did what he did. I just can't figure out what it is or why or what's going on, really. But I'm going to find them regardless. And I'm going to try to help them. But
you have a good heart, Wenra's mom says and pats your hand.
Thank you. I'm going to bring her back home. I promise you.
They look at you with eyes that show a understanding that you mean that,
Mhm.
but don't sparkle with hope.
I know that this world's really dangerous. I'm experiencing it firsthand. I lost a tooth, but I'm not gonna stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Travel safe, be well, but if you see her, let her know we love her.
I will. Bye. And he awkwardly and quickly exits the house.
Yeah.
And he gets
Okay.
out. Okay. I'm ready to go.
Are you all right?
No. No, this is horrible. But it doesn't matter. We got to keep going. So where are we going?
Well, in order to use the spell, we need to find a nexus. And I don't
Okay.
know a lot of people, so I'm hoping you guys know somebody that can help us find that.
We know the big wizard, and I think we do know a dragon, but I think that's too far away, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I don't think that we would want to talk to him.
Well, this dragon's a figure skater.
She's very interesting. She's very interesting.
Yeah.
I think we should probably. I think we should.
Dragons. You do know that where we're going, we're gonna go talk to like a god of dragons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, one step at a time, huh?
I think going back to Dwemer is our best course.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Do you send any messages out as you head to Dwemer? After you leave town, signal becomes a lot better. You think you could hit a relay tower that will get signal elsewhere?
Should we let Helix know?
Yeah, Freya will send a message to Helix. Asking about, information about a nexus and such.
Okay. Anyone else?
I might reach out to the Bronze Owl Smithy and let them know that I might need to use their forge. They were in Dwemer, right?
Yes.
Sisters? Yeah.
You get any time with a winky face back.
God, they're so friendly. I'm gonna go there to try to make some stuff for possible trade for where we are going. When we get to Dwemer, though.
Gotcha. All right. No one tries to contact anyone technological? Okay. All right.
Well,
I'm just because y'all brought it up.
Yeah. Because Freya's not going to contact Peppermint Sister without
bringing it up at least.
Yeah, at least put I think there's something called fishing. You put the bait and you toss it. Just maybe she might know something.
Is Freya fishing for your sister?
Oh.
Hey.
No, that's crossing a line. No, just put like a little line out there to her, maybe about gremlins, if she knows anything, that sort of deal. If that's okay with you.
Fine. Go ahead and talk to her.
Okay. So Freya will contact. Okay, her real name's Ivy, but that's not what we're calling her. I can't remember her code name, but whatever her code name is, put in a thing about like, what do you happen to know about gremlins? Do you know how to catch them?
Nope, that's the previous game. I'm looking at my old notes. And I'm like, Robo Santa. That was a thing Jack said. Okay, nope,
Yeah.
that's not. That's Knuckle Bucket.
That character.
Oh, there we go. Nope, still not it. Oh, that was before that. Or was it? Oh my god, my order of operations is confused. Royal Magister. No, that's after Knuckle Bucket. Because I know I like made a list of them. And they all had
Yeah.
different like handles.
Yeah, they're in my other notebook.
Yeah, sorry.
Creeper? Was that the?
I think it was Creeper. It was Creeper because of an Ivy
Yeah.
Vine climbing up a wall.
I like it.
All right. So you send out a message, and you know those messages take a long time.
Yeah.
Lockhinge isn't that far from Columbus. You can get a radio signal there pretty reasonably, but you got to bounce it around a bit before it gets over to Old Bones. If it gets over to Old Bones, if that's where she is. So you arrive in Old Bones. You haven't heard back from Ivy, but you did reach out to Ivy. Let me write that down in case we don't. Yep. So
We
I don't
arrived
forget.
at Old Bones or Dwemer?
Dwemer.
Okay. I was like, ooh.
I misspoke.
I am excited to see Old Bones.
How long does that take?
Ooh, let's see.
Like
It's-
a week?
Oh, it's a long way unless you're on the river, which is simultaneously faster and more dangerous. Maybe. Yeah, it's a
Kevin,
lot of territory.
What lives in the river?
What doesn't live in the river?
Okay.
I mean, you faced a devil eel,
That's true.
and that was in a small river.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Also, the coalition likes to claim that it owns the Great Lakes. It does not.
They just say shit.
Yeah.
That's ours. Shut up.
Yeah, but when they say prove it, they either they fire for a bit. Now you're going to Old Bones is much farther than that. You're headed to oh my god, my brain just Dwemer, which is not too far. It's not Louisville. Where is it? Stormspire. It's not by Columbus. Oh my god, I lost it on the map.
I love that flea market.
Starts with a D. Of course it's not in this list. But anyway, it's less than a day's drive to Dwemer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that long of a trip. Oh, there's a search bar. I guess Dwemer's not in here. Okay. All right. So, as you get to Dwemer, once again, there is a magical search gate. As you come through, they make sure that you are not vampires. Anyone who Greeks, this always messes with your aura, causing your aura to shift wildly. So spend some points for alter aura. As you come through, the goblin that looks at you, because there's a goblin on that gate, and now it's actually just the blandest of human men. He's like, okay, stand in the middle. All right. You there, green one. Are you also 7 feet tall?
No.
Have you had any ultramorphic parasites in the past 24 months?
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right, go on through. Yeah, and you all get through pretty easily. You're not carrying any. You're also carrying magic artifacts, pretty much. Do you have a box on you as you come through?
No, Exacxis has.
Yeah,
both.
Exacxis or Exacxa.
Exacxis.
I never correct you because I think it's funny that you add an S to it because it sounds more normal. But I like the palindromeness of Exacxa. All right. As you come through, you pass by the delicious-smelling fudge shop, home of the ghost fudge.
Hey, we should
Yep.
get more fudge for
Yeah,
Legit.
trade.
Definitely
Yes.
for trading. If there's gonna be fairies, they're gonna love that shit.
Yeah, Montgomery's fudge shop.
That is
Yes.
a good. That is a good
Yes.
idea. We should see if
Because
there's
we're-
any like unique flavors too, besides just ghost. Oh, Starissa, this place makes ghost fudge. I would say I suggest that you eat it, but I don't know how much it'll freak you out. It freaked me out.
Why does
But
it freak you out?
It makes the ground swim. So you
Yep.
do with that information what you will. I don't think it was made for human consumption. Or half human here.
I
But it
want
is
to
very
try
good.
it.
Okay, we should get some.
All right, they are selling T-shirts at Montgomery's fudge shop.
Let's do drugs. Let's do some fudge drugs.
Also, as you come into the city, you also see not that far down is the smithy. And the towers here, there's a 40-foot wall outside of Dwemer. And it's definitely magic. The entire city just radiates with magic, Starissa. It's a magic city that is protected by a kind of, if you don't know where it is, you'll never find it problem. At some point, you were approached by a man in a 30-foot tall gold. What do they call them? There's a name for the
Automatons?
constructs they use. I think it is automatons. Who rides it like a tank, basically. Sits in like the little seat on its head as a tank operator, and gave you the "What are you doing here?" and then pointed you in the direction of the gate. As you get into the city, you see tall buildings everywhere. There's a Church of Dragonrite. There's people flying on hoverboards up ahead. There's a building with an enormous old dragon on it. And when you all come into town, it just opens its eyes slightly.
Do we notice that? Or does like the audience notice that?
Roll a perception. If you want to notice it, roll a perception.
I don't want Kid to notice it because I
Darissa
think
notices.
specifically does not notice.
Freya does not notice. She heard fudge, and so she's thinking about how much money.
Yeah,
she
well,
has.
everyone's looking at the fudge shop.
Okay, I'm missing perception. What's that under?
It's just actually a d20 roll. Unless
Was it?
you have
Okay.
specific bonuses, it's just a d20 roll.
I rolled a
And it's-
15.
All right. You
Yeah.
noticed that the dragon moved and looked kind of in your direction, but its eyeball is huge. So, like,
Got 18.
You could be looking anywhere.
I'm
yeah.
distracted.
no, you noticed it, Teresa.
I noticed it. Okay, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Why? Why
There is a car crash next to you as two people who were suddenly not looking at the road anymore. Two hover cars slam into each other, and out comes a tiny orb with like little pincers on it and a clear top with a little alien inside driving it. Comes out from the driver's seat of one of the hover cars.
Wait, its hovercraft was driving another hovercraft?
Yeah.
I fucking love it. I
And
want to run over and see if they're okay, if they need any help, because they were just in a car accident.
and the other one's just a human, and they start like yelling at each other.
Oh, that's not like okay.
And no one's
like,
one's like bleeding out, but it was a fender bender. There is an insurance company in town though. That
a lawyer shows up.
not yet. The lawyers take a couple of minutes to get there.
God, could you imagine being a lawyer in the Rifts like world? That's a whole campaign. That's an entire campaign.
I think that's one character in a campaign because that
Yeah.
would be.
I'm
Harvey
thinking
Birdman.
feeding me Harvey Birdman. Yes. You get
That'd be
that
perfect.
Oh man. But anyway,
Oh, Adult Swim.
the whole town is a bit overwhelming. As I said before, Peppermint, it feels more natural than other cities you've been in for as heavy populated it is. It's still a city, but you feel less out of place here. You find lodging for your horse. You can rent a room if you all want to. Helix gets back to you and says he has some time later, and And if you need to see the Archmage, he might be able to get a meeting with him, but he's not sure. His schedule is very busy right now. There's big projects happening. He's working on publishing.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I tell Helix thank you, and definitely will meet up with him. If we can get in with exacts, fine, but really want to meet with him.
Gotcha. All right. Now, this is also a city where you can get just about anything, especially magic-related stuff. Does anyone want to do any looking around or getting things while you're here? Do you want to talk to anybody specific who might know some things, or any specific kind of person that might know something?
I want to go make stuff.
All right, you get to the forge, and the sisters are there. I have their names here somewhere.
Dorstrix and Maristrix, I think?
Yes, Dorstrix and Maristrix. Both of them welcome you in.
Hey, guys!
You sent that you let them know you were coming ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
They are dressed a little fancier than last time you saw them.
Wow, you guys look great!
Damn straight we do.
Did you go to some sort of fancy party?
Oh, it's always a party here.
Cool.
This is where the cleavage is on display, because they are dwarven ladies who know one way to flirt, and it's pretty just straight in your face. And Kid does not pick up on it.
Nope.
So yeah, you're there.
Really cool and really nice.
Yeah, chatting with them the entire time.
And distracting. Whoa. All right. So I'm gonna make stuff. I don't have any money. Did we get money? I do have money. We got money at some point, didn't we?
I don't keep track of your money. I'm just gonna be 1,000% honest. I have no idea how much you have.
Oh, I have 30 credits.
Do you have 30?
How do you only have 30?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, I only have
What do I
52.
buy? Do I just give my money away? I don't.
A little bit, yeah. You spent a lot of it on bribing someone, I think.
Yeah.
I
don't
swear
remember.
I had my money written down somewhere else, but I.
If you can't find it, you lost it.
Freya,
I'm not worried about it.
Freya will ask people if they really need any credits for things. Like, if you need something, let me know what it is. We'll talk about a price.
Submit a receipt
Yes.
for reimbursement.
If I were to get Kevin magical like metal or metal imbued with some kind of magic, how much would that cost? What I want is to make little tiny like figurines, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then see if but like they have like joints and stuff, and see if Greeks can get them to like move, or if I can get magic to make them move so that they'll still work in this other land.
You can be sold magic figurines.
Magic figurines?
I mean, they're not. You can find cheap ones made of wood, but I don't. What are you looking for them to do? Because you're going to get pointed to a toy shop more often than not in that location. Or
Kind
in
of.
that sense.
I mean, I was told fairies, right? So I'm thinking fairies like fun little things. So I was thinking about making little things like that for fairies. I was thinking about making maybe a sword that like catches fire for.
That's not really a thing you can do. You can make a sword that someone else can enchant.
Okay, then you know what? I think let's do simpler. That's more my thing. Let's just get some fine ore, some fine metals for me to work, and then I will just hammer out some cool shit. Maybe like a cool shield, a couple cool swords, something like that.
That will take you at least a day to do a shield and like 3 swords, and that's because you're working at full speed. If you're looking to buy those, it's much cheaper. They've got decent quality ones here at the Forge, but if you're looking to make them yourself, it's going to take time more than anything.
I mean, do we have a day? How long I got?
Well,
I
we
was
have
just gonna
day.
make stuff.
Go make stuff.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna go do. Let me know if you guys need me.
And I don't know how long it actually takes to forge a sword and a shield, but
Oh,
you are
probably way longer.
but you have
but
technology and magic, so
I have a magic hammer. Come on.
Yeah.
So I'll just chat. I'll chat up Durastrix and Maristrix because they're cool as shit.
yeah, they're really fun to hang out with. There seems to be some weird rivalry between the two of them you don't really get.
I don't understand why they're competing. They're so nice. I don't know why they're into that. Why are they doing that? But I'll tell them like stories about our adventures. But I'll keep out any of the,
Dorstrix keeps doing this one technique wrong.
Oh, I'll go over to help and show her.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, do you do it that way? I actually do it this way. What?
Oh, show me how.
Okay. It's like out of Ghost, like
Yeah.
this.
Which is completely over his. So the
They both keep messing stuff up that they should definitely know. I don't understand. And they keep dropping things.
They bend and snap for some reason.
Why don't they just bend their knees? I don't understand.
Yeah. Anyway, so the group of you, is anyone else doing anything else while Kid is off hammering?
You said that you can get almost anything here.
Well, you can attempt to get almost anything.
Can attempt. I think Pepper wants to find like a shady monster dealer kind of thing, like somebody who would have parts that they might trade for those imp eyes.
Oh, you want to sell imp eyes. Here's the thing, you don't have to go shady for that. You just find an alchemist.
Okay.
You will get probably paid a little better for it too. So the imp eyes, I think, were going to be worth 50. No, what was it? I think it was like 250 a piece, maybe. I'm going to say 250 each.
Okay.
And as you walk into the shop, you do see a couple of potions that you know use imp eyes, or have eyeballs floating in them. That kind of thing. And they are clearly buying. Because stable imp eyes are rare. I think we discussed this before. Stable imp eyes are rare because imps, when you destroy them in this dimension, tend to go back to their home dimension. But if you can either harvest them in some weird dimensional anomaly or something, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna sell those.
The shop is it's still a little creepy for being a legit. It has this. It's kind of a mix between a pharmacy and a magic, like someone who sells magic props, like a magician's shop. Everything has a little bit of mystical, and then everything has a little bit of like the stuff. Some of the stuff has never been touched, and the box is faded.
Okay.
But yeah. So, is there anything else you need from us here at? I need a random name. Where's my generator? There it is. From Whitworth Alchemical.
Do you have a good stealth potion of some sort?
An oil of invisibility, perchance. Maybe a essence of the chameleon.
Oil of invisibility.
Ooh, excellent choice. The oil of invisibility is a bit more expensive, but much, much more successful. Let's see, is that actually a thing? Potions. Magic powders. Magic weapons, magic armor. It's almost like I bookmarked this. No, you do not get rune weapons. Pixie dust, 600. Oh. It's actually a magic snuff. a tin, a little snuff tin that is Felix's light alteration powder for all your optical obscurement needs. It has 4 doses and costs 500 gold.
Gold?
It's same as, or sorry, credits here.
Okay.
There's actually a sign that says gold or credits at this store. Yeah.
How much was it getting for the imp eyes? Was that?
250 per eye. I don't remember how many he had. Was it just 2?
I think it was just 2.
Then he will actually give you a discount and for in-store credit,
Okay.
and you can get like another 100 gold back.
Okay.
Potions tend to be at least 300. I'm sorry. There's also a Invisibility Potion, which is same as the spell. That costs 800. The snuff is invisibility lesser.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the snuff.
Gotcha. There is actually a cure-all that cures any number of miscellaneous ailments within 15 seconds, eliminates headaches, slight fevers, stuffy head, sinuses, runny nose, migraines, stomach ailments, incontinence, hiccups, and drunkenness. The taste is guaranteed to wake you up. That's 300 gold. There is a little star on the bottom of the box that says, not applicable against curses, magic ailments, fairy food, and other supernatural and other foolishness.
Yeah, she just wants I just want the invisibility.
Okay. Looking at the prices for like legit magic items. They are not common.
Freya wants to do a couple of things.
Okay.
One is there because, carrying a lot of things is a bit awkward, and she'd like to know if perhaps there's a bag that can hold a lot of things, but not be big.
An alternative bag of dimensional spacing.
Yes.
They do have an alternative bag of dimensional spacing there. It is one of their more common items. Didn't I give Kid one? I might have given Kid one last time we were in the city. I don't remember.
What is it, like a bag of holding?
Yeah. Turns holder invisible.
I don't think so. I don't think I got any like special items.
Okay. Magic items, magic crystals and stone, guardian stones, magic fabrics. There we go. Cape of Dimensions. Transfers much into a... Okay. There is a Cape of Dimensions. There is enchanted bags. Always appear to be empty, noiseless, and weightless. Depending on... Let's see, what is the thing? A successful save. You can save versus enchantment on a roll of 18, 19, or 20 to see in it, but it is, slim chance. The carrier feels the full weight of the bag at all times. And it must be attuned to the individual person and have a quote-unquote true name or place a drop of blood somewhere on the bag to act. The purchase owner of the bag must have the alchemist or themselves inscribe their true name on the bag to be free of its enchantment for that particular bag. Otherwise, you have to make the roll to save versus every time you look in it.
I obviously would like to look in it whenever I want to.
Yes. That will cost you, what are you looking, a 15-pound weight limit costs about 6,000 gold. A 30-pound weight limit costs about 1,500 gold. These are not cheap things.
The 15-pound one is 1,500 credits?
6,000 gold. A 5-pound one is 2,000. Medium handbag, purse, or sack with 15-pound limit. The 15-pound limit is a little off because I know women whose purses weigh more than 15 pounds. So, well, maybe not. I don't know. That would be hell on you, like on your back.
Yeah,
Though,
it's just, yeah.
Though I'm remembering my backpack during college.
Yeah.
being
'Cause-
full of Rift's books.
If we're
Might
going
have
to,
might have hit 15 pounds.
you know, like maybe a change of clothes, a whole bunch of fudge, whatever.
Yeah. You also can get like pack animals if you know you're going somewhere, and you know you can always get a rucksack at least. But magic backpacks are pretty expensive. You do find a Techno Wizard one that requires about 5 ISP or 2.5 PPE a day. That actually is only going to cost you about 3,000 for a backpack.
To hold stuff.
Yes, but it will cost you ISP to access it once a day. Like, you have to pay it once a day, and then you can access it as much as you want.
That's a bag?
It's a
Or-
bag. It's a backpack with a bunch of... It looks like a steampunk backpack. There are gears in places there shouldn't be gears, and those gears are inlaid with crystal. The backpack appears to have some kind of crank motor.
What's the weight limit on that one?
We'll up that to 40 pounds.
Because she's also. So I also don't want to interfere with transforming into Rohan. That's another thing. So,
It is made of sturdy materials.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're looking for the Flash's costume ring, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be had, but it will not be cheap. There are spells that do that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think there's a spell called Concealment, which is pocket dimension something. I'm not too familiar on all the pocket dimension kind of stuff spells and how much it would cost you to get off the top of my head, but I can look into it if you're interested.
Well, no. If she can just get like a regular bag or something that she can definitely hold like small boxes of fudge or something in it, and then it's enough to not enough to like interfere with transforming into Rohan. She'll get that. So how much would that be?
I'll say that will be, if you want the one that costs PPE, it will be much cheaper. It'll go about 100.
Just
If
100 credits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it will cost about 5 PPE a day.
That's fine.
For some people, that's a deal breaker.
Not for Freya.
Not for free. Yeah.
Okay. So it's 100 credits.
Yes.
All right. 5 PPE a day.
And it's like a messenger bag, but a little smaller.
Okay. So messenger bag. And how much does it hold?
Let's go with 20 pounds.
Okay. All right.
And
And
you have
then-
to be able to fit anything into it. You couldn't put, like, kids' hammer sideways in there.
No,
But
no,
yeah.
of course. That's one thing. She then wants to go to, because she knows that we're going to get fudge, but she remembers the tea place that she went to
Mhm.
with Jada
Mhm.
that had fairies.
Yes.
And she knows that people who took the free sample walked into the back and who knows what happened. So she knows to pay.
Yeah.
She wants to go in there and she wants to know how much it would be to get fairy food to
I think y'all are overthinking the fairies, by the way.
no. It not just for fairy. No, here's the thing. Not just for fairies. In case someone is, I don't know,
A problem.
a problem. Yes.
You want to make them dance for our
Yes.
fairy foods.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Frey's
Frey's not overthinking the thing. She's thinking of additional weapons that could go in, that could happen in this magic place.
Gotcha.
And she knows that fairy foods can kind of help with certain individuals.
Oh
so-
god, there's a whole page. Green beans. The vegetable simply causes them to turn green unless a successful remove curse is cast. The effect is permanent.
Wow.
Beetle nuts, a drug-filled nut that tastes delicious and causes mild hallucinations in the victim, in which the victim will see everybody as giant, friendly beetles. Not to mention beetles, people who aren't there. Lasts 2d4 hours. Tarts, a yummy pastry that they become basically drunk, and just flirts with literally anyone they could be attracted to.
Okay.
Lasts for 1d4 days.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's a bit. Woo.
The
Go
peanuts.
straight to horny jail for that one.
The peanuts. This harmless-looking snack makes the victim suffer the call of nature every hour uncontrollably when under stress.
Wow.
Fairy food is no joke.
Fairy food fucking rules.
Squash. A squash will cost you let's see, 2,000. Like the prices are not cheap on this, and this is kind of like an under the table thing. Like if you want to turn someone green, they'll sell you like that'll be like 500. But if you're looking to like, the victim feels happy and turns purple for an hour. Yeah. So anything that lasts like days is going to cost more. Ooh, the muscles are on the side of reasonable, as they're about 1,000 gold, and they reduce a person's physical strength by 10 points. But the character becomes so muscle bound that their PP increases your PS by 10, but your physical prowess and speed are reduced to half, as well as attacks per melee are reduced to half. You basically beef out. Frog's legs make you good at swimming. Yeah, there's a whole table of weird things. Is there any specific effect you're looking for? There's the wine. The wine is going to be about 500.
What does the wine do?
Fairy drink reduces speed and number of attacks by half for 1d6 days, but it is also a wine that just gets you really drunk. But it makes you unable, like you are an unusable combatant. Or you're half as good at combat. Some of these... The victim will feel like they're being pinched at random times. The effect is permanent or remove curses spelled. If you eat gooseberries. Ooh. Coffee, let's see. The fairy coffee makes the victim cough continuously, ruining their sleep, interfering with concentration, and making it impossible to be quiet for a couple of hours. That's going to be about 1,000 for that. The cauliflower, what is that? Causes the eater's ears to grow 4 times larger than normal in the shape of cauliflower. Lasts for weeks.
Wow.
Freya
wants something that looks normal, that she could easily slip to someone, because she does have palming and she does have believability. Like if she wants to offer somebody some wine or the coffee, something that looks, normal.
Okay. There is a cordial that causes the victim to be relaxed and in a good mood and behave extremely politely to everyone and everything they meet. Like if they bump into a chair, they will apologize to it. And they lose. Nice. They completely lose initiative and will only enter a fight if attacked first.
I like that.
It's the after you potion. That is going to cost 1,000.
And how many servings is it?
A bottle will have effectively 3. There's also a flounder, which makes them unable to make up their mind. And they take -3 to strike, parry, dodge, -20 on all skills, and can't make decisions for 2d6 hours.
Freya's gonna like the make the friends thing in case she has to interrogate someone or something like that. Yeah. Even if when they come back, because that's useful even when they come back.
Yeah.
So what's that called? It's 1,000.
That is called the cordial.
Cordial. cordial. And is it like a drink or?
A cordial is like an after dinner drink.
Okay.
Because the word has two meanings, and this is using them both. I don't know if they're spelled the same, but they sound the same. And make a note that that is fairy food. Page 261 of the Palladium book.
Page 261. Very good.
So, you go into this weird. Now, here's the thing, Starissa, what are you doing? Do you follow anyone? Like, do you just wander through this big major city? This is probably the biggest city you've been in a long time.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with. Well, if everybody's splitting up.
Well, Freya would be like anyone want to come with me because Freya's not like, you know.
I'll stick with Freya.
Cool. I just want because. But you go into a store full of fairy food and you're like, oh, all of this is fairy food. You should not eat any of this. Like, why would you give this to someone? It's fairy food. That's bad.
Look, it's for defensive purposes, okay, Starissa? You never know.
I guess, but it's kind of mean. So I guess if we did it to mean people, it would be okay.
And this is the one that makes people nice to you. That's all. It doesn't like cause permanent damage. It doesn't turn them green. It just makes them nice.
I like the green one though. That's funny.
That is funny.
There's a purple one.
Ooh, I like purple.
Do you like to turn someone purple?
I don't know if I really want to turn someone purple, but I like purple. It'd be funny if I didn't like them, or maybe if they wanted to be purple.
That's the burgundy wine. They feel very happy and turn vivid purple.
Of course, that's kind of obvious, though.
Yeah.
Do you need anything, like, while we're here?
I kind of was trying to think about what Kid's mom said, and she said that credits wouldn't be any good, and I have credits that I was given. What could we do with the credits to make them good? Like, I think what she meant is like we need treasure, and I see gold everywhere. Do you think we should make our credits in the gold? Because everybody takes gold no matter where you go.
You know what? I think we need trinkets.
Well, you also know what world you're headed to. So.
Yeah. We don't know a lot about that world, though, do we?
No, but you could. But if you go to a coin exchange, you do know that there is. I was going to call it an exchequer. I don't think that's what it is. But a. Oh my God, I'm blanking. Where you can change currency.
Exchange.
Exchange. Yeah. There's. There might be a fancy name I'm blanking out on, or I just don't remember well. Both could be true.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a shot in there. So we'll go in there.
All right, you go in there, and there is a very tall, elf. He is tall for an elf. He is, because elves tend to be a little shorter than humans. This one's about 6 feet tall, has kind of a regal bearing to him, and has a massive spear and facial tattoos in like a, I was to say, a Nordic style pattern across his face.
Are they magical?
The tattoos are not magical, but that spear is magical.
Hello.
Greetings and welcome to the World Exchange. And there's a picture of a tree with each branch has a different, like, one's got a dollar sign, one's got one has a credits sign, one has a universal credit sign, one has a bucks sign, and it's like the head of a deer.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of a place called Palladium.
I'm familiar with it, yes.
Ah, good. We are going to be traveling there and understand our credits are not good and would like to be able to, of course, do commerce there.
There is an exchange rate of blah, 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 blah. By talking to this NPC, you learn that there are several different kingdoms in Palladium, but the exchange rate across them is generally pretty even. And he asks if there's a specific region you'd like your coins to be from. He may be able to accommodate that, but there's no guarantee.
Do we know what
Um,
region we're going to?
I don't know.
I don't think you've been told no.
No. But do you ever? Is there a region with a lot of dwarves?
Oh, yes. Many dwarves in the south, but they kind of scattered. Let's see. He pulls out a map, which you can try to overlook and see.
I don't know. Do you think that would work?
The Old Kingdom is mostly where they're from. Before things, but the Western Empire and the Eastern Territory coins. The Western Empire coins are pretty common, but that's because they're trying to buy their way across the world.
I look at Freya. Maybe
So,
that's
wait.
all right.
What do you mean the old kingdom of dwarves before the
Have you not read the Tristine Chronicles?
No, I apologize.
Well, I don't have time to illuminate you on all of them, but there was a big war, and then several centuries passed, and the dwarves kind of dispersed themselves and stopped using magic.
So which currency, like no matter where we went, people would accept, since we're not too sure? Least offense, basically.
The one that will not have people upset at you. Well, everyone does come together in a place called Lopan every now and then or Lopan, I forget how it's pronounced, for the champion games every couple of years, but I don't think that's for a couple of years. But the coins printed there are generally pretty accepted everywhere because everyone likes the games.
Okay, that sounds...
I know there's something in this book about like coin usage, but that's kind of the crap I don't care about.
We could go win a
So,
crazy game and get a bunch of money.
Yeah, so what would the exchange rate be?
It'd be roughly like I'm gonna say 1 to I'm gonna say make it 1 to 1, but cross off 100 for his cut.
Okay.
So if you converted 200 credits, you get 100 Lopan.
Well, not each, since it's all one big thing. So between the two of you, if you both pitch in 50, they'll convert all the gold to credits.
So how much do we want to?
Well, we probably need, stuff for food and maybe someplace to stay. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of books I've read where people go on adventures like this.
If we come back and we have extra coinage from here, we can exchange.
Absolutely.
Same rate?
Fees will apply.
Okay.
He says basically the legal disclaimer at the bottom, in a voice so quickly you could barely understand it.
I know it sounds like a lot. Oh my goodness, I don't know what this place is like. $1,000. So if I do 1,000 credits.
Swipe your creds.
Mm-hmm.
You sweat the creds. And he puts a sack of gold coins on the table. It clanks down.
Okay. Glad I got this bag. She puts it in her new bag. Okay. And then of course another 100 for his fee, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And are you going to cover the whole 100 for Starissa? Like, it's not. I don't want it to do 100 each because if you just pull yourselves into the same transaction, he'll only take the cut once.
Free is getting for like the group.
Okay.
You sure?
You make it up to me somehow. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. Greeks, what are you doing in the city?
Okay. Besides the fudge, they're going to go to Wix operator.
Wix operators. Was that the gentleman with the daughter?
Yes, Sally.
Yes. I think he was out last time, or did something bad happen to him? I forget.
I don't know. He was just out, I think.
Yeah, I think he was
But-
out for a bit. But when he's a nice guy, a little heavy set, kind of, little bit of a beard. He goes, "Oh, welcome back, friend Greeks." And
Thanks.
he shows you an old John Deere tractor that he rigged to have a combine harvester on the front and a Gatling gun on top.
Well, nice.
Yep. Sometimes the fields get real dangerous.
I bet.
His daughter is there, and she waves and says hello.
Hello. So I just need a quiet space to
Oh yeah, 15 credits, you're good to go.
think about. Okay.
Yeah, they just opened up a new coffee shop across the way too. It'll get you. They called it Wired. I think the guy who runs it's kind of an electric burster. I forget what they're called. A zapper. Calls himself a zapper. It's but
really?
real good coffee. A lot of espresso. I don't know where they get the beans.
I'm not much of a coffee drinker.
Well, it's good stuff. But what are you working on? Maybe I can help.
Well, my friends are going to a different world,
Oh,
and apparently there's no technology there.
oh, that sounds boring. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Trying to think of something that might be able to protect the stuff we have, so our vehicles might still be able to work.
All right, let me see. Dimensional mediums. You're dealing with the dimensional energy matrix. Hopefully, your flow of time will be synchronous. He says it that way because he's only ever read it. Hold on. I finally found the book I wanted. 65, page 65. Nope, that scrolls very slowly because this is not that big of a book. Okay. All right. He talks about the dimension of spires. No. Let's see. Phase 1 of 3 galaxies. Oh my god, just give me... Why is it doing this? It's just giving me a brief overview of certain things. That's not what I wanted. What I wanted was hard facts of the Palladium world. There is a neutral energy matrix take far longer to develop than other sciences with energies. Neutral energy matrix. Most technology from Rift's Earth will not function, but he's found he's heard that there are some certain gems and just people who, like you think your technology, anything on you, anything handheld, anything on your person will probably function. Your ship's a little too big to function, but if you are looking to hook it up with what would this be called? An energy matrix lattice, a neutral energy lattice. That could be done, but it'll take some money. Because he's got to get some kind of wizards involved.
All right, how much?
All right. It's gonna be about 2,000, and I'll throw in my part of the labor. But you're gonna have to find some crystals of some kind of blue crystals. I don't know why it has to be blue, but I've been told it has to be blue. And then you're gonna have to have someone use basically any dimensional spell on it. I don't know much about magic, but I hear there's easy dimensional spells, but there's also people tearing holes in worlds.
someone that sells food crystals?
Yeah, but he's not a good person. I mean,
Of course.
she can get you an introduction. He points over at his daughter. I forgot her name, and I don't want to look it up right now. Oh, Calvin Wiccan. His daughter is... Nope, wrong place. I've forgotten his daughter's name. I do remember that last time you were here, she asked about Peppermint.
I remember that as well.
I don't.
Yeah, Greeks doesn't even... Tessa? No, that's someone else.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar, but
Tessa... that was, Johnny Lightning. I was dealing with Johnny Lightning.
right.
Johnny
Lightning.
Anyway, she's there. She says, if you need, I can make some introductions. Sally Reynolds. Sally. She'd be like, I can make some introductions if you're looking for those. But this is a person who deals primarily in favors. And they tend not to be savory.
Well, we've been doing a lot of favors.
All right, but you know what? For 1,000, I think I can get you the crystals you need. For another 1,000. So she puts out her hands like, got a deal?
Yes.
All right, she shakes your hand. You don't feel any magic or anything happen, but you get the intention that this is a person who is very... When they shake on it, it means something to them. And she says, all right, well, this will be a fun night. I'll have them for you in the morning.
Excellent.
All right. She says, Dad, I'm going gambling. He says, don't lose it all. She says, I always do. Says, you're the worst accountant. I know. All right. As you travel through the city, Starissa, it is a bit astounding that there's so much weirdness here. Everywhere you look, there is something strange. There is a shop run by a centaur. There is a... there is a little like newsstand, like where it is operated by a gnome with robotic arms. You see people flying on all kinds of wingboards, hoverboards.
Do we see a bookstore?
There is a bookstore. Oh my god, I have to make this pun. It is called Tarns and Nobles. A joke for basically Kate and a couple others. But there is a Tarns and Nobles here.
Okay. I look at I'm sitting there going, do you have something called the Tristine Chronicles?
Which volume?
I don't know. How many volumes are there?
All right, so I believe they've discovered at least 26. But let me tell you, I've started at the beginning 5 times and it's unreadable.
Is there the Spark Notes version?
There's the can't come up with a fun term for Cliffs. There's the Mesa Notes. Mesa Notes has a brief rundown of it, but it's basically the whole history of a world.
Yeah.
Written by someone called The Traveler. I don't know. It's been so long since I read it, but
It's all about palladium, right?
yeah, and the people and whatnot there. So that's that 50 credits, and
And that covers the whole series? The overview of it?
ooh, it's
Or
an
how many
abridged
would I need?
history.
Well, what if we wanted to know about the big dwarf war?
Oh, the Elf Dwarf War.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a number of books. The Academy, since we have the Academy, they like to come in here and make sure their works are actually published. So you'll find a lot of stuffy old academic tomes covering the Elf Dwarf War. So for about 50, you can find 2 or 3 books that'll give you a overview of the Elf Dwarf War in some. There's no real thoroughness because
Right.
there's a lot of gaps in the education, because as you read on the cover of back on one of the back of them, it says, not since the millennium of purification has so much knowledge been contained in one book, as some hyperbole as to why this book is the greatest.
Okay.
What do you think, Freya? Do you think this could be useful?
Yeah. Anything about a garden of a gods?
I've not heard of it.
Eh? Do you have any? So this is your first time to Palladium. Here's how to survive it guide. You know, Palladium for dummies.
I think he put they pull out a copy of Time Travel for Dummies.
Hitchhiker's Guide. to Canadian.
Interdimensional travel for dummies. Something. Some of us have not done this before.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
There is no Hitchhiker. There is a copy of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which you find is a very entertaining book, but not actually what you want. You can find a number of things about the basics of interdimensional transportation, theories, and then it gets more and more academic. Basically, a lot of academics in this city, but there would be someone who just was like, screw academia, I'm going to publish a real work that it's really like. And, did I just have a passage? Oh god, I happen to have an excerpt from an essay written by Plato of Laszlo on his travels to the Palladium world.
Okay.
I just have that pulled up. It's pretty big, and it is getting towards the end of the night. So I'm not going to just straight up read it to you, but I will send it to you. The basic rundown is not developed technologically speaking, but they're a people rich in their history and culture. The dreaded Old Ones are said to have been here, or said to have said to exist primarily here, and some shifters adamantly insist that the dimension is not real, or not. The dimension is artificial because it was created by the power of the Old Ones as kind of like a weird pocket. The most advanced technology in Palladium is shipbuilding. Ley lines do exist. Magic users are able to tap them for energy, but they're comparatively few and not visible to the naked eye. Dimensional travel to and from Palladium is relatively limited. Everyone accepts magic to one degree or another. Human, elven, and dwarven cultures in the Palladium world have long and distinguished histories that speak of rune weapons, great wars, and even an age of chaos and a time of 1,000 magics. And each of these has well-documented histories going back thousands of years, with only the humans being short-lived of the three. Let's see. Technology doesn't really work, and time seems relatively consistent and considered to have a synchronous time flow. Let's see. There are a number of rich cultures and things that to be studied. Hades appears to be connected to Palladium as well as Earth.
Good.
Demons are the most common supernatural monster, with the denizens of Diabol being a poor man's second.
Like underworld Hades.
Yeah.
Does it also include a
Oh,
map?
good.
Is there like a map?
You know what? I see no reason that you wouldn't be able to access a bit of a map about it. It's not a great map. All right. Ugh. Right there.
Okay, yeah.
Roughly that.
Something's yeah, something spare nothing.
I'll get you a picture of that.
So
Have you been told that you're going to Lopan?
No, but we heard of it.
heard that.
Yeah, Lopan, I think Kid's mom mentioned that Lopan was where you were going.
Okay.
I know I mentioned it at least once last week.
You mentioned it tonight about the games, and
That's where the games are. But it is pretty much dead center of the continental mass.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take the I guess 2 volumes about the book about the war. I think it was 1 or 2 of them.
Yep.
The essay thing and the map.
Okay. One thing. There may not. In closing, I should note the presence of dimensional features that existed on the Palladium world, that they were few and far between. This may not even be a natural part of the dimension, as evidence suggests that some kind of rift-type weapon may have been used on a city called Balgor during a tragic genocidal conflict the natives call the Elf-Dwarf War. Dimensional fortress fractures are most likely the result of this deadly weapon that destroyed an entire city and laid waste to several thousand square miles, leaving only desert behind.
I think that's important.
That's super important.
Yeah.
The gods of light are worshipped there, and many of which have a relation to similar earth gods.
Yeah. Any sort of gods, garden gods. Yeah. All that sounds great. You've been so much helpful. Thank you. Bookstores. Good call, Starissa. Good
Thank
call.
you.
Bookstores in a
huge grin.
magic city, too. A magic city with an academic college.
How much does this stuff cost?
Here it's generally cheap. There'll be printed paper books for like 50 each.
No, the stuff we're taking.
Yeah, the books.
All right, so everything included. The map is expensive, so it'll be about 150.
I'll pay for it.
Okay, so we're getting a map. That essay, right?
Yep.
Oh, and there is the basic work on all. There's a million copies of a million different publishers, all put out their own copy of Worlds Within Worlds by Victor Laszlo, a treatise on dimensional magic, published in 1983ish, which
Okay.
was surprisingly accurate.
Okay, one of those.
Yeah, and that'll cost you about. That's like a collected, like you see them at Barnes and Nobles with the generic cover, like $20.
Okay. And then those, like, what was it? 2 books about the Dwarven Elf War?
Yeah. And what followed, a lot of writing about the Dwarf Elf War, pretty much the war happened and culminates in the destruction of the city of Balgor, which was so horrific both sides just quit. And dwarves then gave up magic.
Yeah.
Like,
those.
nearly entirely.
Yeah.
And
those.
then there was the Millennium of Purification, where they hunted down magic users.
It was like World War I when they were like, no more flamethrowers, no more mustard gas. We're not doing that anymore.
Except they then went around and
They
found
killed
out everyone
everybody.
who knew how to make mustard gas.
And
Yeah.
fucking killed them. Ooh.
But it was a joint effort that brought unity to the dwarves and elves.
Yeah. That
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. How much would?
That's in those books you got.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How much is all that?
We said we'll go with 175.
Okay.
Oh, you got it, Starissa?
I got it. You paid for you got the other stuff. I can get this.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not my money. I was given it.
Spend it like you stole it. All right. So dinner with Helix is coming up. Is there anything else anyone wanted to get done super quick? I know it's kind of a anticlimactic. It's not a climactic place to leave us. But
Yeah,
Shopping for fudge.
shopping episode, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Making
fudge.
stuff.
you know what would make it more climactic? If you shop for fudge, you get fudge.
Hmm.
Hey!
You obtain enough fudge to reasonably have some fudge until I feel you have spent it all.
Okay.
So we're basically doing 4th edition Gamma World money rules where you have some. Or no, what is that game? Pugmire rules where money is some, few, many.
Yeah.
You have some fudge.
Who paid for the fudge? Does Freya have to pay for the fudge?
It doesn't matter.
Cal, I'll pay for the fudge.
I'll pay for it.
The fudge.
That's the
Let's
last one I
fudge the
want.
numbers on the fudge.
Okay.
Was there anything? Was there any like baby specials today?
They have a mint chocolate jalapeno, which the taste alternates between the two, and a what they call a skipping peanut butter.
Can we get? I'm gonna get some of that.
Okay. You do you eat it? You try a piece of your.
Yeah.
All right. For the next hour, every now and then it sounds like you are a skipping record. You just pop back in time like half a second.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That'll be. Can we say? Can you remind me of this for next session so that I can just make that be a thing that I do?
We'll see how long that lasts, but yes.
Okay.
So
Remind
record
me-
scratch.
Because I'm making stuff. I'm making stuff right now. So after I'm done making stuff, please remind me of the skipping peanut butter, and I will actually try to do it. Because that won't drive anybody nuts.
That's awesome.
Well, it does have nuts in it. It is peanut butter. No, it is. Never mind. It is chunky. Anyhow. Thank you, Armor Lord, for sending me the map that I am going to put into my own Discord and show the rest of the players. Copy image. There we go.
Armor Lord to the rescue again.
Yep. It keeps me from having to go through the book and there you go. All right. So, as you all show up to dinner with Helix, it's not at a formal spot. It is at a throwback diner. That is I want to say a South Jersey diner, but not everyone knows what that means. It's got neon out front.
Like a pseudo 50s diner, but
yeah,
not,
like a
not
Johnny
fully
Rockets. I don't know
embracing.
if you're all familiar with Johnny Rockets. I don't know if that's a national chain, but it's
Is it in a trailer?
let's say it's a Happy Days diner. That might be more of a universal touchstone for people. I don't know. But or
Yeah.
the Seinfeld diner. It's the It is quite specifically the Seinfeld diner, and it is
That
called
actual diner.
the Seinfeld diner. It is
Nice.
across from Central Perk, the Friends Coffee Shop.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, the business person in charge of this is very into 90s sitcoms. As you come in, you're told, yeah, they're waiting for you over there, and you see the dwarf Gray is actually with Helix, and he says,
Oh,
"Sit down, kid.
okay. Hi, it's nice to see you again.
We have to have a talk."
Okay.
And that's where we'll leave it for some drama.
oh, is the Fraser Coffee House around the corner too?
Yes, it is actually a different. If you stand in a different park of the Central Perk Coffee House, from that angle, it is the Fraser Coffee House.
May I please request, Kevin, that it be canon that Frasier somehow survived and his essence exists somewhere, like he's an immortal who can't die, and that he's just exactly how he is normally, but out in the Rifts world somewhere?
Fraser himself is not around, but there will always be a Fraser.
No, but can we get his the AI of him? Because he's great. It's him that I want to live
but it
forever.
is him. It's not the same being, but it is still that Fraser.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. That works.
The cross-dimensional Fraser timeline.
The quantum Frasier.
Yes. In
But
this
only
one,
if he looks
Daphne-
like Sideshow Bob every once in a while.
every once in a while. Sideshow Bob. Every once in a while, he just falls off a stage and is not a good person. Anyway. So, Kelsey Grammer falling off the stage is funny. Because he sucks. All right. So, everybody, thank you for joining us. And we hope to see you next week with another episode. And let's go and give our outros. Crackletooth Fraser. that is good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay, let's start with Peppermints.
Hi, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy and in the Nerds with Dice Discord. You can find me here Tuesdays for now, and you can find me over on the Bardic Knox channel playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On Mondays, and I have some games and stuff that you can check out if the link works. You can find it in my bio on... There it is.
All right. Thank you so much. Starissa?
Hi, I'm Kate. You can follow me on Twitter at Reverie_cutie. And you can find me here on Tuesdays for now. And that's about it for me.
All right. Thank you. Kid?
Hello, I'm Evan Jennings. You can find me at EvanJennings64 on the Twitter. You can also find I do artwork and Art of Zombie Love Juice on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. I'm EvanJennings64 on the Twitter. And I run an evil campaign of D&D 5e, which you can find on a YouTube channel called Beyond EMH. You can find my work on there. But it is horrific and very funny and wonderful. So, if you want to, if you're into that stuff, give it a watch.
All right. Up next is Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter at Shell_game. I'm here, and for the rest of the time, I'm just, one day at a time for me right now.
All right.
That's basically it.
That's most of us. All right. Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting. Find me on Twitter at TingTut. All my other links are there. And I'm here on Tuesdays.
All right.
That's it.
All right. My name is Kevin. I've been your game boss. And
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate to do this to you, Nerdy, but just change it to game boss in the future. I don't know if you can.
I can. I could easily do that.
No worries. So thank you so much for joining us. And that phrase brought to you by my lovely wife, whose amazing knitwear patterns you can find at llamasandlattes.com. And hopefully we'll see you next week. Do we have a raid?
Yep, we will be rating So Many Games. It is Trek Tuesday, I believe. So enjoy that, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.